A touch of home right in your backyard.
Turn on the music.
AFN Spangdahlem, the Eagle. Serving America's best.
Welcome to Playmakers.
That was the sloppiest playing I've ever seen.
So put your game face on, go in there, give it 110%.
I do not need any of your American sports cliches.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Theismann. This is Aaron Kingsbury from AFN Spangdahlem. How you doing today?
Good Abend.
Good Abend. Is that? I don't know any German, so I'm guessing that means like good afternoon.
Oh, that's like good evening. I don't know. It's one of them. I took a German course in high school.
Oh, wow. You still remember. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, my heritage is German, so everybody thought I could master the language, and I never could.
Oh, okay. I'm in the studio right now with Sergeant Mitchell.
Hey, sir. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, sir? And by the way, thank you so much for your service. I am a big advocate of our military.
No, we appreciate it, and I got to tell you, on behalf of the entire Spangdahlem First Sergeant Council, you guys' support, we raised over $13,000 for Operation Warm Heart. So thank you so much.
Oh, great. Delighted to help.
All right, Mitch, go ahead and get things started off with the first question.
Over the past decade, the game of football has certainly evolved. I mean, the running back position has changed significantly. The days of your singular powerhouse running back had virtually disappeared. I mean, there's a couple of exceptions. Running quarterbacks are the hottest thing at the moment. Obviously, since Michael Vick came on, and you got Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, RG3, just to name a couple. I mean, they're all incredible athletes, but from a quarterback perspective, do you think that these guys continue to just tuck the ball and run and using that as a first alternative? Do you think that they can continue to evolve into quality passers?
Well, first of all, I don't think that, running quarterbacks are not unique to the National Football League. I mean, I would qualify myself as a guy that ran quite a bit. Roger Staubach was another guy that, really got a reputation not only for his arm but for his leg. But it's a little bit of a misconception when we talk about the Russell Wilsons, the Colin Kaepernicks, the RG3s, even Andrew Luck, who's more mobile than people give him credit for in Indianapolis. What they do is they have the threat of being able to take off with the ball. And the threat alone is something that creates problems for defenses. Give you a little bit of background. For years in the National Football League, the defense has played with 11 guys, and the offense just 10, because they never really counted the quarterback as any type of a threat other than someone to drop back and throw the football or hand the ball off. Now, with the advent of these young men and their athletic abilities, it becomes a level playing field, and actually the offenses, I think, gain an advantage. The ride option offense, which we see in particular in Washington, D.C. and San Francisco with Colin Kaepernick, is really a glorified drop-back, play-action passing game. The guys are going to run. I mean, everybody runs for their life. Even Tom Brady tries to get out of the way every now and then, and Peyton Manning, two guys that aren't noted for their legs when it comes to avoiding trouble. But when you really look at what is transpiring in football, I think it's more the exception than the rule. You have to find the right athlete. You don't see athletes like Cam Newton and RG3 come along very often. And we have 32 teams in the National Football League. You're not going to find 15 of them that have quarterbacks that have their skills. You're not going to find, maybe 10 that have their skills. So you still have to be prepared to be able to run the football. And as you talked about, the evolution of the running back position has changed so much too. Only in a few places do you see one running back be able to carry the load. That's Adrian Peterson up in Minnesota. Everybody else is basically a three running back scenario. Alfred Morris in Washington was another one, but yet he was spotted. So you need multiple running backs. When it comes to being a running quarterback, the most important thing is you need to be smart. You need to know when to go down. You need to know when to get out of bounds. You need to be able to line up and play the next play. Trying to be a big shot and run over big people in our business will only get you one thing, and that's hurt.
Hey, Mr. Theismann, this is Aaron Kingsbury. AFN is celebrating 70 years this month. And I just wanted to know if there was anything you would like to say to all the men and women serving overseas.
Sure. First, let me say happy birthday to AFN Radio. 70 years and going strong, and still in your infancy, I guess you could say. And to all the troops out there, know that you are the real heroes of this world. Everybody likes to look at us in the world of sports and use the term heroes when they talk about athletes. But really what we are is we're people that God gave a certain gift to, and we were able to go on and do something with it. You've chosen to defend our lives, our nation, and you've chosen a life of protection. And for that, myself, and I'm sure every person I speak for in this country and around the world, appreciates everything you do. Please don't ever think that you're alone. Don't ever think that what you're doing doesn't matter, because it's important to us. I know it's important to you, and I hope you live long, happy lives. From those of you that are away from home, I hope you come home safe. And thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you who are truly heroes in this world, protecting our freedoms. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, sir. We greatly appreciate it.
You betcha.
Sir, this is Mitch again. Last question for you. Now, you didn't start out in the NFL by becoming a first-round draft pick. You actually started out up in Canada, and then when you did come down to the NFL, you started out as a third-string quarterback. So can you tell me a little bit about your work ethic and the persistence that you had to ultimately end your career as a Super Bowl champion quarterback?
Well, for me, coming into the league and just playing football was so much fun. I mean, just having the opportunity to be able to go out and compete is what I really, really enjoyed. And when I came to the Redskins, I left Canada, spent 3 years up there, and almost won a Grey Cup, which is the equivalent of the Super Bowl in Canada. We lost to Calgary in 1971, and then when I came back in 74, Billy Kilmer and Sonny Jurgensen were the quarterbacks of the Washington Redskins, and I really wasn't going to play. But it wasn't. I felt like I had returned punts in college. I'd returned punts in the Canadian League, and I just occupied myself by doing something. I wanted to be a better football player. I wanted to be a better athlete. So when everybody else left the field, it became my time. And I think it's a great lesson to everybody is even though your dreams aren't fulfilled immediately, you can't ever give up on them. And I wanted to play in the National Football League. I wanted to be a part of a team. And when I was on the oldest team in football, I was a young guy, and believe me, you feel like an outsider because everybody has their life, and I'm just learning what being a professional football player is all about. And then all of a sudden, I wind up getting a chance to play a little bit, and we wind up winning a championship, and it's like all of the dreams that you have when you're a kid and all those people that you emulate. And, you guys will have football games, and whether you're Larry Fitzgerald or Adrian Peterson or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or, whoever you dream about being when you make a catch or throw a ball or make an interception or do whatever you do, those dreams live forever inside of you. I was lucky enough to go out and actually live my dream. And I still today, and I say this to people, if somebody said to me, Joe, I'm going to let you be healthy. I'm going to let you be 100% healthy. I'm going to let you play one football game, and you're going to come out of it okay. What position would you want to play? I'd say, let me return punts. Just let me return punts. It was so much fun being able to return punts. It's you against 10 other guys. Yeah. And I felt like that was pretty fair odds. Actually, it was unfair to them.
All right, sir. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
You got it.
All right, sir. Bye. Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Burning up the airwaves with yesterday's hits, today's music, and more. AFN Spangdahlem. The Eagle, serving America's best.